So I'm here at South by Southwest 2014 with Michael Stenberg from Siemens, and we've been talking about social media in the enterprise space, and I think one of the things that keeps coming up is that when you talk about social media, people fixate on that word media and assume that it's a broadcast medium and it's a soapbox and it's a means for shouting, and that's often the kind of rookie mistake that gets made in the category. And one of the interesting things that came up in the panel that you were just on, Michael, I think, was that the benefits of social media are go far beyond what traditionally we thought of the media as doing for our organizations. And maybe you can talk a little bit about some of the benefits that you see from social media engagement, not only with customers, but also inside Siemens internally.
Absolutely. So social media is conversation. That's clear, and it's widely misused still as a broadcast channel in the old paradigms. The largest benefits lies into the conversational aspects. We've been doing some analysis, looking at our channels, seeing that more than 60% are decision makers and customers on our channels. So that's a huge potential to use that as a conversational channel. And to pick sales opportunities from that. Also, the aspects of the new influencers. In the past, this has been clearly the media, the press, which have been addressed. Now it's people you've never heard about, but who are very influential in their vertical markets. So connecting with these guys, building a relationship, building conversations with them is very, very important. On the inside, obviously, social media is a great tool to disseminate information into areas of the companies the information naturally would not flow, because information flow is limited by distribution list of emails mainly, or access to some data pools. With the social platforms we've been establishing a while ago, we see that people in the organization have access to information, can solve problems much more quickly, can collaborate in teams, can use best practice more efficiently. So we see a speeding up of workflow processes using social media internally as well.
Well, it's fascinating to hear you talk about the new influencers, and you're talking about influential people in verticals that you guys play in. But of course, some of these new influencers are people who are perhaps inside your organization who had a tremendous expertise in their markets and had a tremendous potential to be influential in those markets, but were so busy kind of doing the hard work, and working on actual projects that perhaps sometimes that influence was not seen by the rest of the world and not seen by people who really could benefit from seeing it.
Absolutely. We've seen that with the engineers at Siemens, engineering potential. Some of them are very, very active already today in the respective groups, in the verticals, and have a clear influence. And it's our objective to unleash that, to make it recognizable also as an achievement, because so far it's been seen as a hobby. Yeah, right. And you need to institutionalize that and make it part of the business objectives.
No, I think that's great. I often think about it as, old media was about amplifying a message, and social media is about amplifying awesome people, right? And taking these great people who have really interesting things to say in their chosen markets, and are just really fascinating to watch these people work. And we take those individuals and we amplify them on a more personal and human level. And that's just really tremendous to see that happen. And that can happen, I think people don't always think about B2B right away when they think about social, but you see all these wonderful, talented people who have a tremendous amount to offer the world, and we kind of take them out from and bring them into the light through these social tools.
Absolutely, and B2B has, from my perspective, a much greater potential than B2C in terms of the range of stories which are available. And if we talk about not a business to business, but a business to person relationship, right. Because you are addressing a decision maker who doesn't start being a decision maker at 9 and stops at 5. He's a decision maker from 6 in the morning until he goes to bed, and he's confronted with all the different messages. So you need to stand out of these messages, and you can do this with very interesting stories, and that's the potential I see in the B2B communications.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for your insights.